Good morning and assalamu alaikum, honorable audience, teachers and friends. Today I am very happy that we are gathered here to celebrate the Labor Day in order to appreciate the labors of USA. For their hard work, the Labor Day pays contributions and achievements of American workers and is traditionally observed on the 1st May 2021. It was created by the labor movement in the late 19th century and became a federal holiday in 1894. Labor Day weekend also symbolizes the end of summer for many Americans and is celebrated with parties, street parades, and athletic events. Why do we celebrate Labor Day? Labor Day, an annual celebration of workers and their achievements, originated during one of the American labor history most dismal chapters. In the late 1800s, at the height of the Industrial Revolution in the United States, the average American worked 12-hour days and 7-day weeks in order to eke out a basic living. Despite restrictions in some states, children as young as 5 or 6 or 7 toiled in mills, factories and mines across the country, earning a fraction their adult counterparts' wage. People of all ages, particularly the very poor and recent immigrants, often faced extremely unsafe conditions with insufficient access to the fresh air, sanitary facilities, and breaks. As manufacturing increasingly supplanted agriculture as the wellspring of American employment, labor unions, which had the first appeared in of the American employment, labor unions, which had the first appeared in the late 18th century, grew more prominent and vocal. They began organizing strikes and rallies to protest poor conditions and compel employers to renegotiate hours and pay. Many of these events turned violent during this period, including the infamous Haymarket Riot of 1886, in which several Chicago policemen and workers were killed. Others gave rise to the long-standing traditions. On the 1st May 2021, 10,000 workers took unpaid time off to the march from the city hall to the Union Square in the New York City, holding the first Labor Day parade in U.S. history. Who created Labor Day? In the wake of this massive unrest and in attempt to repair ties with American workers, Congress passed an act making Labor Day a legal holiday in the Districts of Columbia and Territories. On June 28, 1894, President Grover Cleveland signed it into law. More than a century later, the true founder of Labor Day has yet to be identified. Many of these events turned violent. The idea of working men's holiday celebrated on the first Monday in September caught on in other industrial centers across the country and many states. 12 years later, when a watershed movement in American labor history brought workers' rights squarely in Chicago, on May 11, 1894, employees of Pullman Palace Car Company in Chicago went on strike to protest wage cuts and firing of union representatives. So, I hope that this day will bring the laborers to their equal rights. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.